In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Transfer In module. First, click on Stock and Transfer In. Here you will see a list of your previous Transfer In entries and their details. To add a new entry, all you have to do is just click on Add New Item. Once you do so, you will be brought to the Transfer In Add page where you will fill in information about your Transfer In entry. So first, select your branch. So in my case, I'll select branch JV. And choose your transfer type, whether it be internal transfer or external transfer. Now, for your information, internal transfer is for transfers that are between your own branches, while external transfers are for transfers from other companies. So first, we'll take a look at internal transfer. So the first thing you should do after selecting internal transfer is to select the branch that you're transferring from. Keep in mind that you must first create a transfer out entry for this branch to this branch that you're currently at in the transfer out module for the outstanding transfer list to show any entries. So let's say I already created a transfer entry in the main branch to the JB branch. As you can see, after I select main branch, there will be an outstanding transfer list right here. The system will also autofill the relevant fields with details I entered for this branch in the branch module. So once you're done filling in the other fields, you can move on to the outstanding transfer list over here. From this list, you can select the items that you have already received and make some changes such as editing the unit price or adding remarks and locations if you have any. And after you're done selecting them, you can add to transfer in. As you can see, there will be a new table at the transfer details section. By doing this, you are letting the system know that you have already received this item in your branch. So that means your stock amount will change after you save this transfer in entry. Like the outstanding transfer list, if you would like to edit the entry, you can also click on edit over here and make your changes. And after you're done, you can click on update and the system will save them. If you would like to delete this entry, you can click on delete over here. Finally, at the very bottom of this form is the summary section where the system will sum up the total amounts in this transfer in entry. So that's it for the internal transfer type. Now we'll move on to the external transfer. Now, as you may have noticed, external transfer is slightly different from internal transfer, as in you need to type in the name of the company that you are receiving stock from manually, instead of selecting branches like in internal transfer. So it's no big deal, you can just type in their company name over here. So let's say XYZ Sanjay Berhad. And you can fill out the other details such as their addresses, contact person, contact number, remarks, and reference numbers. So after you're done, you can go down here to the item section and fill in the items that were included in the transfer. So let's say the transfer had tires, so I'll search up the tire code and I'll select the first one. After that, I'll fill in the quantity I received, so let's say 4, and I'll select the UOM and fill in the unit price. So let's say it's 250 per tire. You can also add remarks if you have any and select the location the tires are going to be stored at. So after you're done, you can click on add and there will be a new list of transfer details down here to show you all items that were added in this transfer entry. If you would like to edit any information about this entry, you can also click on edit over here and do your changes. After you're done, you can click on update, and if you would like to delete this entry, you can click on delete. Other than that, if you would like to create a new item entry for this stock transfer entry, you can click on new inventory over here and the system will bring you to the stock master app page where you can fill out a new item entry. So after you're done filling in all the items, you can move on to the summary section, which is exactly the same as internal transfer. And after you've double confirmed everything, you can click on save to save your entry. Or if you would like to print out this transfer in entry, you can click on print over here. If you would like to print out the delivery order, you can also do so by clicking on Print DO. Keep in mind that all 3 of these options will save your entry into the system. If you would like to discard this entry, however, you can click on Exit over here. So for now, I'll click on Save. And as you can see, my entry has been saved in the system. So that's it for adding a new transfer in entry. Now, what if you would like to edit a particular transfer in entry? Well, you can just find the entry in the list over here and click on its transfer number. Doing so will bring you to the transfer in edit page where you can make your changes. After you're done, you can click on save and your changes will be made. Moving on, if you would like to print out the stock transfer note, you can also find the corresponding transfer in entry in this list and click on print. After that, the system will bring you to the printing page where you can print out the stock transfer note. Moving back, if you would like to search for a particular transfer in entry in this list, you can utilize either the search bar down here or the search bar up here. The difference being that the search bar down here is more generic and can only search for keywords in the list, while the search bar up here is more specific and can search for values in certain columns. So let's say I want to search for the keyword 5 in this list. So I'll type in 5 in the bottom search bar. And as you can see, the system will return to me all entries with 5 in any of their columns. Now, while this is useful for quick and generic searches, what if I want to be more specific? So let's say I only want to view transfer in entries that were made in the year 2023. So I'll go to the search bar up here, and in the date from field, I'll fill in the date ranges in both of these boxes. So in the first box, I'll fill in the starting date, which is 2023 January 1st, and in the second box, I'll fill in 2023 December 31st. After I'm done, I'll click on search. And as you can see, the system will now only return to me all entries that were created in 2023. Other than that, if you would like to filter the entries based on column value, you can also utilize the funnel icon over here. Let's say I select these three and click on OK. The system will filter out the entries according to my selection. Finally, if you would like to sort the entries by ascending or descending order based on column values, you can also click on the corresponding column header, like so. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.